Ladies and gentlemen, this is an article from Defense One. Russian subs are reheating a Cold War choke point. The Greenland, Iceland, UK gap, it's right here. That is something that needs to be protected in addition to all the shipping lanes around Greenland, according to this map. And so Greenland is of geopolitical importance, of, paramount importance. Hit subscribe. That's why President Trump has offered $100,000 per citizen. But check this out. Hit subscribe to H.A. Goodman's other channel right now.
Well, because it's just off our northeast coast and it's the world's largest island that could easily fall into adversarial hands. If you think about 60,000 people with a very little economy and a lot of ocean around it, the GIUK gap. Greenland is the G in the GIUK gap. And we actually occupied Greenland from World War II till after the fall of the Berlin Wall. So the United States built most of the infrastructure. There's very little in Greenland because Denmark can't afford or doesn't have the interest in developing Greenland.
So Greenland, as it sits, is essentially a colony of Denmark. Denmark is a member of NATO. The United States basically is NATO. So wouldn't we right now have the security capability and the capacity to ensure there is no foreign adversarial power in charge of Greenland? Like, what has to change? Just a bigger physical presence for the United States in Greenland?
I think President Trump is looking at more control. If you think about Denmark, Denmark's Prime Minister Mette Frederiksen has done a great job for the Danes, but not so good for NATO or the rest of the world. They put Denmark first, and they don't really put Greenland first. And
as they should, and we should make it. We should do everything possible to have Denmark agree to a purchase, paying off their national debt. Anything, 140 billion. That's nothing compared to all the graft and bribery and waste and fraud and laundering that takes place in possibly in a lot of blue cities, blue states. But anyway, let's continue.
Greenland's not secure. Russia and China have ships, and they've tried, China especially, to use economic predation on Greenland to get control of their resources. I think that President Trump is saying, look, I think you should, Greenland, be part of the U.S. so that we can secure you and so that we have the economic ability to secure loans and develop Greenland. The Greenlanders want great jobs and prosperity, and they're going independent, and that's what no one's talking about. Greenland's going independent. They won't have Denmark and NATO backing them up. They want to be independent.
So at one time we had, what was it, something like 10,000 troops.
If, for example, they become independent, God forbid, you could have Russia or China try to influence that country. Anyway, hit subscribe. This is going to happen likely before the 26 midterms. Hit subscribe. Thank you.